What's up, everybody? Okay, so the topic of this video, I feel like in this modern world, we are lacking spiritual guidance. And I think the solution to that is something I have coined. I'm making this term up. I'm calling it modern churches. So I think it's pretty clear in our modern American culture that most people have a distaste for organized religion. I think there's many different reasons for that, but that's like a topic for a whole nother video. But while there's this distaste for organized religion, it has resulted in a very low attendance of church, which has created this lack of spiritual guidance and a belief in like a higher power that I think is actually so crucial and critical to the human spirit. And I think it's something that clearly shows in our culture that we as a collective whole are desperately missing. And I feel that we really need to push ourselves into the direction of that. So yeah, I like to think of our culture and just how unfortunately it really feels like in the last 20 years, it has just gone downhill so much. And there's a couple different things that I've kind of want to cite and bring up as pieces of evidence for that point. It seems like people don't really care about each other anymore. There is such a rise in mental health crises, mental health issues. Many people deal with body image issues. We have a mass shooting problem, which is clearly a symptom of a larger issue. So with all those points, I think it's very clear that our culture is very hurt. And I think it's no coincidence that it has happened alongside the decline of organized religion. But I think people are yearning for something more. People want that connection to a higher power and a belief bigger than themselves. And I think without that, all that toxic stuff that I just mentioned, I think that kind of comes as a result of not having that in our lives. So I think we're in this point where we've gone downhill and it's really bad. I think people are going to get really sick of it and really tired of it and want to kind of bring themselves back up. And I think the solution to that is this idea that I mentioned before, this idea of having these modern churches. So I think there are places a little bit nowadays that do exist like this. There's one in Austin that I know of. It's called Life in the City, and it's not like centered around any specific organized religion. It just focuses on God and a belief in a higher self and community. I think these modern churches that I'm coming up with in my head would maybe have a little bit more than something like that has to offer. So this might exist out there today that I'm not aware of. It probably does, but I think it just needs to kind of come to the forefront of our culture a little bit more. So I think what this modern church would be something, it might be centered around God, it might be centered around the universe, it might be centered around spirituality, but it has that core tenet. And I think it's a place where people should go to feel love, to feel connection, to get motivation from someone, to listen to sermons and lessons in spirituality and growth and your connection to something bigger than yourself. Somewhere where you can go, know that you have a community, fill your cup up, believe in yourself, feel loved, and then after all that, have a potluck dinner with everybody. And I think that if we as a culture kind of put these modern churches into use and kind of brought it into mainstream culture, I think if everyone was going to those on every Sunday or something like that, I think that we would have I think it would help people so much. I think it would be something that could truly solve the hurt that we have in our culture. So yeah, that's my idea. I wanted to share it. Let me know what you think about it. And yeah, my name is Ryan. I live in Austin, Texas. I am 27, turning 28 tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. All right. I hope you enjoyed watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.